Hello, hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? How are you? I hope you had a great day. I hope you're having a great day whenever you are seeing this video. Hope you made it a great day. I added some more cards today. Probably a good 10 more. We've got Medusa coming up here, victim blaming. We've got the justice system with the balance. We have love here. We have a light bulb. Someone has an idea. About dollhouse, someone's playing house. Maybe it's a couple who live together but are not married. Got the number 24, which is referencing probably the 24th dimension. Living in peace with lipstick. We've got the hammer card, continually living in peace, repetition of work. Practice makes perfect. And because of that, we've got the world is your oyster. We've got Pinocchio, someone who keeps trying and keeps trying and keeps trying, even though they're working on their honesty, right? I mean, they're trying to tell fibs, but it's written all over their face. Everyone can tell when this person's lying about a silver spoon or entitlement or an inheritance. Someone could be asking someone about an inheritance, and maybe every time they talk about it, they're clearly lying. Maybe this person is saying that they just worked really hard and that's how they earned the money. They knew what opportunities to take. The number 24 adds up to a 6, which is family balance. It's also the imperfect person, which is the one I'm going to take in this case. Someone had an idea in love. Maybe they were dating someone who worked in the judicial system. And maybe they're victimizing this person and coercing or blackmailing them or tempting them to do the wrong thing. Maybe they thought it was a good idea, but in the end, it really was not a good idea. They were not helping matters at all. So I'm going to go ahead and take these and shuffle. That way I can put them all back in the case. In case you're new here, first off, I don't see comments until after the video is over. These are cards that I made, and I just tell stories through them. A lot of times I'll put my own experiences into the story of things that I've experienced or things that have happened to me, because I've realized that even though you seem like, or you feel like, or it seems like we're alone in the things that we go through, strange enough, there's going to be a lot of other people who are experiencing similar situations. So hopefully whatever's discovered through the artwork is relatable for someone else. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional anything. I do speak the truth. I do point out the truth. I also point out when things are jacked up. And I do so respectfully. I don't feel it's necessary to be rude to others in order to get your point across. I've always been that way. Okay, so we've got the cards back into the case. And as always, I take the front few and I bring them to the back so I don't know what's on the front. And then I take the ones in the back and move those so I don't know what's in the back, because I always go with the back of the deck. Bottom of the deck has something to do with a doctor. That's our overall energy, some kind of doctor. A doctor is prevalent in this story. We've got a wheelchair. Maybe it's a disability doctor. We've got a tractor. We have karma. There could be someone who's on disability due to some kind of situation in the Midwest, and they're suffering the karma for the consequences of their choices. And they're on the mend. Perhaps they're in need of some kind of nourishment. Maybe they're in a wheelchair. I don't know. Beginning of the deck, we have the silver spoon coming out again regarding someone who could be seen as being entitled. It also could be from family money, could be inheritance, a wealthy family. We've got gloves. Maybe people are fighting over this inheritance. We've got the number 18, which adds up to a 9. It is also the 18th card of the Tarot, Major Arcana. Hey Google, what is the 18th card of Tarot, the Major Arcana?
The 18th card of the Major Arcana is the Moon. It is a mysterious card often associated with intuition, the subconscious, dreams, and the unknown. Its imagery frequently features the moon itself, a path, 2 towers, and a creature like a crayfish or lobster emerging from water, representing the emergence of hidden thoughts or emotions.
Hey Google, what is the gift for the
I'm sorry. Could you please clarify what you'd like to know?
Hey Google, the gift for the 18th anniversary?
The traditional and modern gift theme for an 18th anniversary is porcelain. Popular gift ideas include elegant dinnerware, custom printed ceramic vases, porcelain figurines, or even jewelry made with porcelain elements. You might also consider gifts that honor the anniversary gemstones, which are garnet and cat's eye.
Hey Google, what is the 18th Amendment?
The 18th Amendment to the United States Constitution.
Hey Google, what is the 18th Amendment?
The 18th Amendment to the United States Constitution established the prohibition of alcohol. Ratified in 1919, it banned the manufacture, sale, and transportation of intoxicating liquors. It was later repealed by the 21st Amendment in 1933.
So maybe someone shouldn't be drinking because it causes them to fight and argue. Hey Google, what is the meaning of the number 18 in numerology?
In numerology, 18 is considered a powerful number that combines the independent, leadership qualities of 1 with the success and material abundance associated with 8. It often represents a blend of ambition, humanitarianism, and emotional depth. Because 1 plus 8 equals 9, it also carries the energy of the number 9, which is linked to philanthropy, tolerance, and helping others. While it is associated with good fortune and prosperity, it can also suggest a need for balance to avoid overconfidence or emotional struggles.
Hey Google, what is the there's not an 18th house, no. Okay. Could have something to do with the 18th day of the month. Someone could be 18. Someone could be fighting because they're under the influence, as we had mentioned. Thank you so much for...
In numerology, the 18th day of the month is associated with a blend of ambition, leadership, and humanitarianism. Because 1 plus 8 equals 9, it carries the influential energy of the number 9, which signifies a strong desire to serve others and advocate for what you believe in. Those born on this day are often seen as self-reliant, financially savvy, and generous, though they may face challenges in balancing their personal drive for success with their deep-seated desire to help their community.
Okay. All right. We've got the jack-o'-lantern. So it could have something to do with the Halloween season. Or is it a trick or is it a treat? We've got a walker. Someone's needing some support to walk. Now we've got the wheelchair and the walker. This could be someone who is up in age. Maybe this person is quite mature in age. Heck, maybe they're even mature emotionally or mentally. We've got waiting here. This is a card about the little puppy waiting for his little treat ball. And you just wait patiently for that. Good puppy. We've got scribe, someone who copies. Also, it is like automatic writing as well. Is someone waiting for the copy? Someone's waiting to copy. Someone's waiting for a note taker. Social media. All-seeing eye. Matrix. Historian. Write it down. Documenting. Sacred truth. Someone who helps record or copies someone. To tally work. So someone is patiently waiting for someone to maybe to reconcile the books. Maybe someone's doing a research of all the things that have been going on and someone's waiting for the answer of that. We've got traditions, that's family values, things that you were taught or learned from either your family, or it could be certain groups that have certain traditions that they do. Maybe even in kind of religion, they follow a certain set of traditions of what they do within their religion. But unfortunately, people kind of miss the mark when they just follow strictly what the procedures are and ceremonies are, rather than actually looking at the heart of the matter. We've got plunge. For this, someone could be taking the plunge into doing traditions. Maybe they're taking the plunge into joining some kind of group or some kind of family traditions. Who's to say? We've got the plunge, again with the moon card coming in with the 18. Illumination. This card is about taking advantage of using the area or the resource while nobody's looking. It's kind of like questioning that integrity. What do you do when no one's looking? This pool of water was not made for the ducks or the geese to swim in it, but they're going to go ahead and do that while the humans are away. We've got a bridge, bridging two continents or two land masses together. Maybe someone wants to cross a bridge with someone. Unless we've got fire. This is the way the cookie crumbles. Maybe someone is making a mess somewhere, or maybe they're just accepting things for what they are. We've got a broom to clean up the crumbs. I mean, there's an opportunity to clean up the crumbs and cross the bridge, or create a bridge, or try to. We've got a trumpet upside down. Maybe they're not making the call. Maybe they're not assembling the troops. Maybe they're allowing someone to make their own choices. Perhaps they're on their own with this one. I'm going to put it up right side up so that way when it goes back in, it's going to be right side up. We've got the number 20 now. So someone could be between the ages of 18 or 20. They could be around the age 38. 2 is about decisions. Could be 2 people. Hey, then we were talking about people. I mean, groups. Definitely an adult. It's also the 20th card of Tarot. Hey, Google, what is the 20th card of Tarot, the Major Arcana?
The 20th card of the Major Arcana is Judgment. It is a powerful card often associated with transformation, spiritual awakening, and a wake-up call for the soul, symbolizing a time for reflection, making choices, and moving forward toward rebirth or renewal.
All right. So self-reflection and having to look at themselves and their decisions. So yes, they are on their own on this one. We've got riding quads. Making things work the best that you can. I saw 4 people on one electric bike the other day. I guess it was a little while ago at this point. They were all doing their own thing on this bike. One person was steering the bike, and everyone else was just saddled up and trying to get in the same place at wherever the first one was going. They didn't care how close they had to sit together, which I thought was kind of cool because usually some people are just so like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to sit that close. They were all kind of connected at the hip. So maybe it's just like one person, but it's 4 people, but maybe it just seems like it's just one person. We've got a pattern here. This person has a pattern of doing things while other people are not around. Again, with the 4 people working as one person, we've got the traditions under there with that entitled silver spoon. It's probably all because of some kind of inheritance. They have multiple people acting like one person. So maybe it's a multiple people who are all working on the same account, trying to seem like they're just the same person. We've got a fun house, which is also another name for a brothel. Chaotic, distorted environment, entertaining, moving floors, the ability to laugh at oneself, self-imposed maze or obstacles, distorted view of self. Just got tired all of a sudden. We've got a black hole. Maybe this person feels like they're going into a black hole because all of their usual games are not working. We've got the evil eye. Someone is jealous. We've got curly hair. Someone could have curly hair, or someone is just pretty much unruly because of their jealousy. We've got a well without a handle. That's where you go for the gossip, right? You got to dig deep for that water. I mean, you're not going to be able to get anything out of it because, I mean, there is no handle. So, good luck to you. Someone's unhinged. Their thoughts are unhinged. Maybe they're spiraling. Maybe they're going through the same thought patterns as they have been before. They haven't changed their ways. They're pointing the finger at someone, blaming other people. We've got the number 16 now. Hey, Google, what is the 20th Amendment?
The 20th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, ratified in 1933, moved the start and end dates for presidential and vice presidential terms from March 4th to January 20th, and for members of Congress from March 4th to January 3rd. It also established procedures for succession if a president-elect dies or fails to qualify before their term begins.
So in this case, it could have something to do with the time frame from January to March. Maybe someone passed away before they can get something done. Thanks again for your patience as I write these down. Hey Google, can you tell me what the 16th card of Tarot is, please?
The 16th card of the major arcana is the Tower. It typically represents sudden change, upheaval, or the breaking down of old structures to make room for something new.
Hey Google, can you tell me what the amendment is, number 16th amendment?
The 16th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, ratified in 1913, grants Congress the legal authority to levy a federal income tax without having to apportion it among the states based on their population.
A federal income tax. Maybe someone didn't pay their tax, or someone's going to get their taxes levied. Hey Google, what's the number 16 in numerology mean?
In numerology, the number 16 is considered a karmic number often associated with personal growth, spiritual awakening, and overcoming challenges. It is typically seen as a message to stay positive, trust your intuition, and remain open to transformation, even when faced with sudden or difficult changes.
Which goes with that whole tower scenario, right? Hey Google, what is the anniversary gift for the 16th anniversary?
The traditional gift for a 16th wedding anniversary is wax, which symbolizes the warmth and flexibility that strengthens a relationship over time. The modern alternative is silver hollowware, such as trays, bowls, or candlesticks, representing elegance and lasting strength. Additionally, the flower for this milestone is status, and the gemstone is peridot.
Again, thank you so much for being patient while I write these things down or take notes. Okay. There we are. So they're pointing the finger at the sudden change. Maybe they're pointing fingers at someone's taxes as a reason why this person is radioactive or causing a problem, or maybe they're trying to change the narrative to take the focus off of them, and they're trying to say, you know, this person hasn't even paid their taxes. They're a horrible person. I know I haven't been able to pay my taxes for the last 2 years, simply because my place I was on a leave of absence from for 3 years, I haven't worked in the last 2 years with them. They somehow sent me W-2s for a life insurance policy that I had no knowledge of. So the entire time that I was on a leave of absence, apparently they had a life insurance policy out on me, and they could not tell me who the beneficiary was or how much was the life insurance policy was for. They somehow might have missed that email. I don't know. But I do know that the back and forth that I've been going through with them was coming from the IT help desk. So I don't know if that's typical for HR departments to send emails through the IT help desk, but that's interesting. I did try to contact the IRS for assistance, and it was giving me a pre-recorded recording. So I'll probably have to go down into the actual tax office in order to figure out what it is I'm supposed to do next, because I certainly don't want to file taxes. On one of them, I'm supposed to be getting money back. So I don't want to file taxes on something that I can't sign my name to, saying that they're actual official correct information on there. I know you can amend taxes. I know you can fix taxes. I just want to get the okay from the tax department before I do something like that, just because I know that it's not correct, and so I don't feel comfortable signing it, to be quite honest. We've got a locomotive, and yes, you are on the right track. Traveling as a speed of a locomotive. That's pretty quick. So yes, they are trying to point the fingers at someone and saying that they're not following their filing their taxes, so they're just a horrible person. Maybe they're trying to say that they're trying to be trying to evade taxes, which obviously in my case it's not the case. We've got the alphabet gang. They're trying to it's very basic, first of all. It's very elementary. If we're talking about the alphabet gang, though, we're talking about those kind of agencies that look after one another, per se. There is a hierarchy in those kind of agencies. So they could be trying to report it to some kind of agency in order to look into this, in order to take the heat off of them. The center card in all of this is a black hole. Everything else that's going on around it, this is in the near future that this is going to happen. This black hole here, everything is going on around this black hole. This black hole is completely absorbing all of this energy, all of this time. It's completely sucking up the energy of everybody who's involved. We've got a long hairdo. This has been going on for quite some time. We've got an SOS. Someone's been asking for help for a long time. Someone's been needing help for a very long time. And I'm going to say, hey, that's me. I've been needing help for quite some time. I've been reaching out. I've been asking questions. I've been posting. I've been sharing the information. I've been asking. So we'll see how it goes. We've got the black sheep here. The black sheep's been asking for help, folks, for a long time. They're trying to isolate this person. They're trying to make it seem like this person is just not wanted. They're trying to make it seem like this person doesn't know what they're talking about. They're just a troublemaker. Um, they're trying to keep this person out the barn. They're trying to keep this person out of the rooms in which they need to be in order to address the situations, and they're trying to keep the information away from this person. They could be coming in to make an offer of some sort. They might just need to take a poop and relax a little bit. Someone's going to be definitely educated on a topic. The teacher has arrived. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Protection and balance. Spirit harmonizing the human experience. Spirit harmonizing the human experience. That is interesting. The cycles of life. It also represents knowledge and temptation, immortality, and health. So maybe they didn't realize that about the black sheep, that they were doing this too. We have the Aquarius card. This is my Aquarius card. This is also transparency. It's very clear. What is your outlook? Do you see things as being half full, half empty, or just has more room to refill it? Someone could be trying to dissolve some kind of information, considering we had the scribe up there. It can also be manipulated or polluted. Picks up energy when you talk to it. Transparency, Aquarius, hydrating, nourishing the body, dilutes. And did you know the body is 97% water? Sorry, I'm kind of tired. So you may get communication in on something. You might only get 97% of the truth or of the information I meant to say. Maybe an Aquarius is going to come in and say something, whether it's through phone, mail, or text in regards to a business. Someone wants to tell you something about a business. Maybe there's people who were kissing on the job. They were in cahoots. They were working together. One, two, three, four. I always do 7 cards out. The outcome is the banana split. Such a treat. It's a dessert. Someone could be splitting for it. It's just the cherry on top. Maybe they're taking, maybe someone's splitting. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Someone turned the other cheek, perhaps. Maybe someone decided that they were going to act like nothing was going on. Here's the cover of the cards. This is going to be Earth School. Someone's learning today. We've got a worm. Someone's tempted. This is the deck. Maybe the deck is stacked up against somebody. Maybe someone's being lured. Maybe someone is the bait in a situation. Someone's probably going to learn that they were the bait in the situation. The one who's not saying anything, the one who's acting like they don't see anything, who's not hearing anything, that person is going to be the bait in the situation. The one they think isn't going to say anything, that's the one that's going to say something, and it's going to bring down everything. It's going to bring in the storm. Raspberry beret, the kind you find in a secondhand store. Whatever it is that this person's going to say is going to bring everything down. It's not going to be the intention. But it's going to be the outcome. It wasn't what the person initially set out to do, but it's ultimately going to be what occurs. They just stumbled upon it. And they found it. Something a little bit outdated is now coming to the surface and is going to be worn like a badge of honor. So proud of their find at that secondhand store. Because someone's a shaman. Maybe they're learning this now. Maybe maybe the clubs are hearing it secondhand that the person that they were going after, the person that they were pointing the finger at, the person that they thought was going to be about nothing is actually a shaman. And now the clubs, the fraternities, the sororities, the groups, motorcycle clubs, whatever kind of clubs you can think of, the people that go to the golf course to have meetings, the people who think that nobody else can hear what it is that they're saying. Maybe someone overheard something that was said. Who knows? But they're in a pickle. Oh, and look at this. They're in a pickle because of what was said, and someone's being quoted on what they said. Right? Now we've got the, this is the hawk looking the other direction. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a hawk on a light post and it's always facing me. But nowadays, I've always been seeing the back of birds as I'm driving. It's like the bird is only looking forward. You are the wisdom. You're just going to be able to sit there and just watch the cars go by if that's what you want to do. Right? Because it's always been about my way or the highway, and now there's an invitation for that. You're in a place where you can actually say that if you want. You're going to go someplace. Maybe you're going to travel on the highway. You'll be invited to take a trip or drive somewhere. That's nice. That's fun, right? All right, folks. I just tired all of a sudden. I came home early so I could actually do some artwork, but it is what it is. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you make it a great day. You know what? I do need to do the corners. We've got the silver spoon and we've got the business. So whatever happened at this business, they probably were part of this inheritance, wherever this inheritance came in. Maybe it came in at someone's place of work, right? Maybe someone, maybe it was a customer that left an inheritance for someone who worked there. This whole thing about asking for help for a long time, and copying someone's been copying someone for quite some time as well. They've been copying their work. They've been copying their work ethic, their style. Maybe they've been copying their doctor's reports here for a while. Someone was put out on disability or a leave of absence if we're going to talk about my story. And someone's been trying to recopy their file, maybe even put some extra stuff in there. Maybe they're trying to say this person is now disabled and they are barely able to walk. They need a walker to walk. I don't know. How you like them apples? Blah Black Sheep saying that. How do you like them apples? With that being said, folks, make it a great day. Take care. Thanks for being here. Whoopsie. So sorry. Hello, Corello. Thanks for being here. Thank you for your comment. Make it great, you guys. Only you have the power to do that. Take care. Bye.